Hey everybody, part two of rocket building, the nose cone. You definitely want a nose cone for your rocket. If you don't have a nose cone, then the air is just going to escape through the top of your fuselage and nothing's going to happen. So let's make a nose cone. You will basically just need a pair of scissors, pencil, piece of paper, and a plastic cup, or any kind of cup will do really. It needs to be about that size in order to fit on your rocket fuselage. So I'm just going to go ahead and trace a circle up in the corner here because I'm going to conserve paper and use the rest of this for my tail fins. So I've got a circle there. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out using my son's tiny scissors, which are not meant for grown-up hands, but we'll manage. So hopefully by now you have your fuselage and it's nice and dry. Mine is almost there because I just recorded that last video you saw. So this is not too hard once you figure it out. So we've got a circle here. What we're going to do is we're going to fold that in half once, just like that. And we're going to fold that in half again into quarters. This is where students always forget. You got to fold it one more time. So 3 times, and you end up with a little, looks like a little pizza slice. And so that is the piece that we end up with, like that. We're going to take a piece of tape, and we're going to tape that open end like that. And all you need to do is you're going to hold it like this, and then you're simply going to pinch it open like that. And you end up with a cone. Nice, neat little cone. And to get that onto your fuselage, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pop it as far down as I can, get it nice and tight. Now, you notice how you got this space here. I honestly would not leave that space. The reason why is that you're going to get a lot of air resistance. Remember, the point of this is to get your rocket as high as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that on there, and I'm going to tape it down really well. If I have to fold it a little bit, I will. Like that. Try to get it as straight up and down as you can. Sometimes you get it a little crooked. That's okay. At the end of the world. Might take a few pieces of tape. I tend to use a lot of tape for this step. And we got a nice, neat little nose cone on there. The other thing that I would suggest that you do is right along where you tape that seam, I would probably put some additional tape on there. There's one thing that you're going to notice. There's a lot of force that comes out of this rocket. And if you have too much force, it's going to blow right through that seam, and it's going to pop off your nose cone. So I would definitely want to reinforce it here, and then reinforce it here as much as you can. If you have extra tape, go ahead and use extra tape. If you're going to use the most amount of tape, I'd say definitely on this part. Because remember, when you launch it, you're going to have air going through here, and it's going to stop right here. And that is where you're going to get Newton's third law taking place. You're going to have an equal and opposite force going this way, which is going to launch your rocket. So if you're going, most of the force is going to occur right here. So you want to make sure this area is as strong as possible. So I'm going to do a little more tape. There's one thing I've noticed every time we do this in class is that a lot of people see their nose cones blow right off. So if you're going to make any part the strongest, you definitely want it to be around the nose cone. And you can actually launch the rocket as is right now. What you will probably notice is that it's not going to fly very straight. It's probably going to do kind of this. And that is the whole point of the tail fins. So next video, I will show you how to get the tail fins on there. And then I will have one final video where my son and I go out and we launch this thing. So again, any questions, give me a call. Should look something like that. And